With the growth of the studio over the last 20 years, Window Creations has expanded and built a new state-of-the-art studio on 7 acres in Northwest Ohio. The studio currently has over 13,000 square feet, with plenty of room for future expansion. The new facility is now one of the largest stained glass studios in the nation. This allows the company to work on larger projects with ease. Owners Reggie and Penny Buer meet with church boards and individuals concerning anything from restoration projects to original designs. They work daily with their artisans in every aspect of the business. The highly skilled design team at Window Creations loves the challenge of creating beautiful stained glass windows for churches, businesses, and individuals. Concepts are taken to the art department, where artists draw conceptual drawings, which are then presented to the client. Upon approval, the drawings are finalized and sent upstairs for computer digitizing. This allows drawings to be saved, scaled, and printed on a large format printer. The scaled drawings are sent back to the studio floor, where artisans will create, cut, and number the pattern. At this point, the task of selecting and cutting the glass begins. Depending on the window design, the glass may need special details, such as faces or garments to be painted and kiln-fired onto the surface of the glass. The window panel is then sent to the production area, where the window is assembled by glazers in the age-old traditional style. Once assembled, the panel is soldered and glazed for strength and weatherproofing. Each panel then has to have reinforcing bars applied for added strength. The window is now ready for installation. Stained glass window restoration is a challenging and time-consuming process. Window Creations meets this challenge knowing how precious these windows are to congregations. Great care and patience will be executed during the restoration process. Signs of deterioration are bulging windows, sagging panels, unattached reinforcing bars, broken solder joints, water, light, or air leaks, or even glass breakage. Owner Reggie Buer still takes the time to travel to churches to do the hands-on inspections of stained glass. His expertise allows him to diagnose the restoration needs of these beautiful pieces of art. When restoration work is needed, our site crews travel to the location and very carefully remove the stained glass panels and transport them back to the studio, where the restoration process begins. Artisans begin by making a rub of each panel before disassembly begins. Once the rub is complete, the panel is disassembled underwater. From there, the window is moved to the assembly area, where the artisans use the rub as a pattern to re-lead the panel. From this point, restoration and original window panels go through the same processes: soldered both sides, glazed on both sides. Reinforcing bars are added for strength and support. The windows are now ready to be installed. Window Creations also specializes in the restoration of specialty wood frames. The craftsmen inspect and determine the best and most economical way to deal with deteriorating wood tracery frames. There are usually 2 options: repair or replacement of these frames. When it is determined that the wood frame needs to be replaced, the frame is removed and a new computer rendering is created. Craftsmen then begin the process of cutting out the frame from mahogany wood that is rot and insect resistant. The frame goes through a series of steps before it goes back to the church: reassembly, routing of the wood tracery, sanding, priming, painting. At this point, the crew is ready to transport the frame back to the church to be reinstalled. If it's determined that new state-of-the-art aluminum frames would be the best option, the windows are measured and templates are created. New frames are designed and fabricated to Window Creation specifications. Window Creations is always available to discuss what frame options are best suited for each individual application. There are many different frame series for all types of installations. Window Creations not only replaces old frames, but works directly with contractors on new building projects. Many years ago, Window Creations made the decision to also provide their expertise in regard to the exterior condition of church windows. Their crews use 5 different aerial lifts depending on specific needs. The lifts are used when installing new frames, replacing exterior coverings, scraping, priming, and painting of existing wood frames. Window Creations is always growing and improving their company by investing in state-of-the-art equipment to service all of their customers' needs. Whether Window Creations is caring for your old wood frames or installing new plate glass protective coverings, Their crews are always courteous and qualified. Tradition and restoration has been the heart of window creations for many years. But as customers and markets change, Reggie and Penny Buer saw the need for new and innovative product lines. They formed a new company, Crystal Creek Glass Incorporated. Crystal Creek Glass Incorporated is developed and specializes in three-dimensional stained glass wall art that is literally off the wall. Because dimensional glass is contemporary in style, it is the perfect art form for not only churches, but hospitals, libraries, airports, restaurants, or any forum where light and glass can be imagined. The design team works with clients on concept and creates their design based on size, style, and color. Once approved, the design is computer digitized, scaled, and printed on a large format printer. Then sent to the production floor, where glass is selected, cut, and formed while still hot. The glass is then prepared for installation using custom risers that project the glass off the wall. Another area that Crystal Creek Glass is expanding into is niche fronts for columbariums. Columbariums are becoming more and more popular as an alternative to traditional internment. With the need and desire for upscale artwork, Crystal Creek Glass has developed another new product line of decorative art glass for niche fronts. The design team at Crystal Creek Glass has the challenging and exciting task of creating anything from angels to peaceful scenes using multicolored and dimensional glass. These beautiful pieces of art are created to adorn the walls and niche fronts in columbariums all over the country.